All right, welcome everybody to the RETR Morning Show. It's Thursday. What's up, Davin? He's going on some jet fuel.
What up? What up?
Hopefully
Got
some
Kelly McCarty in the house today. What's going on, Kelly? Good to see you here.
All right, there's Money Mike, Money Greek Mike in the house. All right. So the gentleman who was supposed to be on today, he got a little nervous. He's like, I can't do it tomorrow morning. That's too soon. I'm like, you don't have to prepare. I just want you to be you. Do you be you, you know? But it's okay. It's all right. So excited to have
today.
What's that?
Little stage fright.
Little stage fright. Yeah, little stage. Yeah.
It happens to the best of us, man.
Right? I don't know. I don't know. You know, like every once in a while I get nervous. I mean, I've done this for how many years now? And I'm like, man, it's just that now I know why there's the fear of why people don't do presentations or don't do, don't make calls or, there's a lot of different reasons. We have this little pit in our stomach, man, and it just almost never goes away. So here we are. Today here's Kelly McClarty too. Holy schmoly. What gives me what is going on? Did I say something? Am I in trouble? Kelly, am I in trouble?
You're always on the edge of trouble. We know that.
Oh man, last night was a can of worms, wasn't it? I don't know if you guys saw a little fire that I started.
My wife said, "Did you see Scotty's post?" I said, I don't look at social media after I get off of work. And she goes, "Oh, you need to look at it. He's fired up."
That may or may not be why I'm on this call this morning.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey, man, if I'll just keep going rogue then. I'm letting people get in here so the most of people everybody can hear everything. So hey, for the people that were here every day this week, what was one thing that and anybody can talk, open up your mic. What's one thing that you got out of either Scotty Campbell yesterday was Tony Taylor was on Tuesday, and then of course John Hinks yesterday. What's one thing or two things you guys that somebody got out of one of those calls?
They're all humble.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, they're all humble, and they're way more successful than they let you know.
I know. Tony's busting out about 60+ million. You never know it, right?
Well, I love to hear you talking about our non-negotiables, Scott.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the one that everybody really heard on here was, hey, we need to build partnerships with people that we want to do business with. Yeah. And we need to set the stage for what our expectations are with those partners. Right.
Yeah.
We're not order takers. This isn't McDonald's. We're professionals in this industry too. If we're still left standing at this stage in the game, right, we got to be pretty damn good at what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really good. It was really good. And then Scott.
I think John Hinks's advice was the best one thing for the week that stuck out to me when you asked him, if I dropped you out of a helicopter. And my lesson to everyone on here, no one says work has to be miserable, hard, and doing activities you don't want to do. When Scotty asked him where to get dropped off, he's like, I'll go and play rugby. I'll meet my people. I'll go and do this. I'll meet my people. And I'm a big advocate for that. So I loved that for everyone.
What's funny about that, Jamie, is I just posted that on LinkedIn this morning. I literally couldn't get AI to cut that out because I knew it wouldn't happen because it was so epic. And I think everybody needs to hear that no matter where you're at in the business. I literally dropped that on LinkedIn this morning, that clip. I asked him the question and then let him answer it. And I was like, that was epic.
Hey, Jamie, Jamie, it's Lynn. You stole my thunder because I used to always tell my LOs, like, if you had to move in the middle of nowhere, you couldn't take your phone, you had no database, you had nothing, what would you do? And then they go on to this rhetoric of all these amazing things, and they'd go connect here and here. And I'm like, so why aren't you doing that in your home market?
Yeah.
So that really stuck with me, Scott.
Oh, that's like stabbed in the heart.
That one hurt a little bit. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do a post on that later and get some fire going again. Like,
yeah, it was really good.
That was epic. So I want to talk about. One. Is there anything else? Anybody else get anything out of this week? I know there was a lot. Holy
Scotty,
yeah.
I thought all three of them were great reminders for me of just the basics, what we should be doing. And I shared that with you, a text message. I'm going back through all three and just trying to pull out.
Yeah.
Hey, what are the basics that we know to do? Everybody else on this call has probably been just kicking it and killing it. I've been doing okay, but I have forgotten what Devin said a few minutes ago, how good we are at what we do. And just as they shared the things, I thought, man, I know that. And I used to do that, and all those things that, you used to do that you haven't been doing, man, pull them out one by one and say, hey, what am I going to start doing again? So
ADHD. I think John said it best. I'm like, why don't people do it? And he goes, ADHD, man.
Yeah.
Too many things. Like, oh my God, there's 5 million things. There's 5 webinars today. I got to be on all of them.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to start something from each webinar. And then, let's go. Squirrel is the best way to say it, Lynn. Yeah. Hey, can I make a special introduction for the people that don't know? Kristen, you okay with that?
He's turning red, even if we can't see it.
Man, this is crazy. So, you guys know my book, right?
Millionaire Loan Officer.
The name in the book to protect the innocent. Well, she's not innocent anymore today. She's on this call. She's the one I wrote the book after, Kristen Jameson. So thank you for being here. That's so nice to see you. All right. So I'm going to, we had a conversation on Wednesday on the RETR Power Hour. If you guys don't know, we meet every Wednesday at 12 o'clock. We talk strategies. We talk, I answer any of your questions, and as a group, we answer questions. It's not just me. I learn more from you guys than you get from me, but it's just amazing to have a good group of people. I think there was 15, 20 people on the call, and we talked about what to say, like a realtor presentation. And I went over my realtor presentation, and everybody was doing the exact same thing. And I'm going to ask you to do it. And when you do it, it's mind blowing for the real estate agents. So I'll kind of walk you through. I'm gonna do an abbreviated version, kind of. But and you guys can stop me, ask any questions that you want. But I want you to follow along, because when you do this presentation, and with zero expectation of anything in return, but to help them connect, engage, interact with the people that already know, like, and trust them, which so many people fail on. Agree? Like, we have all these people on our phone. So I get on this call with this agent. I was asked by one of my people that I coach. I was like, hey, could you talk to this agent? I'm like, sure. She's a $5 million, $6 million producer. And I said, I kind of talked for a little bit. How long you been in the business? Did the frog thing. What do you do for fun? And I said, how many people in your database? And I don't know why, but she you got to start asking this question. You're going to get the same answer. It was 200. I don't know. Everybody says 200, like 200. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to bet you that it's more than 200. Okay. I said, you trust me? She goes, yeah, of course. Like, she trusted me because she was referred by a couple relationships that I have that I coach. And she's like, yeah. I said, will you spend $4? She goes, yeah. And so I said, download this app, and it's called Export Context by Covey. We found it back in 2021. Rick, was it 21, 20? Yeah. Like
it was free back then too.
It was free. Yeah, it was free. And we were like, so many people started talking about it. So I said, you have to download this app. It's called Export. I said, but I'm just FYI, you're going to freak out a little bit. I said, so first and foremost, go to this app. And what I do, if they have an iPhone, you can go to the app, instead of open it, click on the app, and then there's a send button. And I sent it to her. I said, I have your cell phone. I'm going to send it to you, so you don't even have to look for it. So she opens up her text. She opens up Export Context by Covey, and she pays the $4. She downloads it. I said, hit the button. Within seconds, it shows you how many people are in your phone under contacts. And she had over 1,300 people in her phone under contacts. And she's like, oh my God. She goes, and then she kind of like started to get out of it. She's like, well, there's some of those are agents. I go, how many? Like, okay, 700 agents in there. Let's just call it 700. Cut it in half, 700. Yeah, Covey, Covve, Export Context by Covey. It's a blue background, white swish. Here, I'll pull it up. But so she opens up her phone. She's like 1,300. Like, she goes, okay. I said, cut it in half again. So 700, 350. I said, there's 350 people in your phone. And I said, have you talked to any of them in the last, and I just didn't even finish. She goes, no. And I go, okay, one, you didn't even know they were there. Two, they don't remember you. They're not sitting around going, man, I hope that you call me. I hope my agent calls me. Like, they don't remember you. So I said, what if you not only called all of them over the next, I don't know, how fast can you call 300? Can you call 10 per day? Easy, right? 10 phone calls per day. That's 50 a week. That's 200 a month. In a month and a half, she'll have all of the 350 called. And I said, that's if she only does the 350. If there's more than 350, there's probably 500, 600, 700. I said, I would call everybody. I'd even call the agents and say, hi, how's it going? What's happening? We're probably going to do a deal together, right? Like, you just never know. Why? And then if it's something like, hey, take me off your list or whatever, then delete them. So then I said, okay, the next thing you're going to do after you call them is you're going to go friend them all on Facebook. And if you guys haven't seen the RETR success plan, it's the easiest. And John talked about it yesterday, the 80-20 rule, right? What's the 20% that makes you 80% of your money? And so I put the RETR success plan in there, and I'll show this on my screen. So I said, here's what you're going to do. And I opened it up. Actually, if you want to use it in front of an agent, there's the FAM success plan, which is so I opened this up. I said, here's the FAM success plan. I said, go watch how to set up a Facebook list. I said, it's valuable. You have to do it, because if you're just scrolling through Facebook hoping you're going to get everybody, you're only getting maybe 5% of the people that you're friends with on Facebook, and then you're missing 95%. I said, your whole goal is to be visible, like, comment, just be a part of their life on a consistent, persistent basis. I said, here's how to do it on LinkedIn. Follow people that you want to follow strategically, intentionally, that are realtor partners, past clients. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember Denise Panza. She got a $3.5 million purchase off LinkedIn because she's so instrumental in marketing on LinkedIn. So how to follow people strategically, and when they post, know exactly when they post. Those guys are all there. And then email marketing. So I said, here's what you're going to do. You're going to friend everybody on Facebook. You're going to put them into just put them into one list. And I show you how to do the trick of opening different profiles and liking and commenting, and make sure it's not so much what you post, it's how you interact. Yes, you should post, but it's more important on how you interact. I said to the agent, because when you like and comment on one of your past clients' database, you're giving them a little shot of love drug, okay? So FAM success, you can use this, you can open it up, you can go right to it, you can share. And then it talks about 10 likes on Facebook, 10 comments, happy birthday video. I said, but here's something else that I did. I Googled their name. And this is so important that you have to do too. And if you do what I'm telling you to do, this right here, Kelly, is Kelly? Yeah, Kelly's still here. I was going to call on you on this, right? So Kelly, tell us the story about how you did and I tell this story literally 5 times a day. How you did a happy birthday video.
There's been a couple of really good ones. The one that I got the most traction out of that was just totally blew me away was a realtor that I just friended her, and Scotty had showed me how to make the lists of your friends in Facebook. She was on the list, agents that I want to work with, that I haven't worked with, but I want to work with. And it was her birthday. So I sent opened up Facebook Messenger, and I was like, hey, Jessica, I just thought it was your birthday today. Hope you have an awesome day. And I don't know, whatever. But I said her name, happy birthday. She messaged me back. We got to talking, and she invited me down to an open house at her down on the lake in Pickwick Lake here in Tennessee. And then I got invited back. The broker came by. I don't think we had maybe one person show up other than like other agents from her office and the broker. We've been working together ever since. I'm her #1 referral partner, and the broker has just brought on her daughter. And so now I've got another agent that's up and coming. So that was one of my best stories from it. I've got a couple good ones.
And you forgot about the Facebook post.
Oh, when I was at the
or you did it before you went there.
We did a live. Okay, I think
you did.
Rick, I thought I saw him on here. I believe Rick is the one who challenged me to do a Facebook Live on that.
Oh.
And that was my first Facebook Live. I was a little nervous. We ended up losing service going upstairs because the Wi-Fi wasn't connected upstairs, but that's okay. It was still great. Got a couple of views. the agents all just loved it. So yeah, it brought a lot of attention. Yep.
And then you got invited back to the office in front of 10 other agents. And then
Yep.
like, what did they have you do? What they have you do as a class? Did she say, come back and just meet us, or just?
Yeah, they just wanted to meet the other agents in the office to meet me.
Okay.
Because I was willing to show up and do the stuff to help them.
Okay.
And put Jessica's name out there. So yeah, that was
Great.
one of the.
What? So too easy. And like, just like, you weren't even doing likes and comments. You just did, like, she was a friend of yours. Had you ever talked to her before, ever?
I don't think I don't remember. Like,
Okay.
you know, that was a few years ago. I know I moved her. I saw how much she was doing. I just was
Okay.
like, she was on my radar. She may have been on the list that I had got. And so I just moved her over into that list. These are one of the agents that I want to work with. And hey, it was her birthday.
Boom.
Which, since we've started with reconnecting, I'm doing the birthday videos again, and I got a lead yesterday. Birthday videos are awesome.
So
They
Kelly,
are awesome.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So when you're doing the birthday videos, is it just a simple, hey, Scotty, want to call and wish you a happy birthday? Or are you singing? Is it something special, or what are you doing?
Yeah, if you go right here, just to help, if you go to Facebook Happy Birthday Videos, I do a video for you and I show you how to do it right inside Facebook.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it's personal. It's inside their DM. So it's not on their wall. It's not a generic happy birthday and cakes flying. It's like literally, hey, Kelly, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day. Like she's 30 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, it's less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The one thing about it, okay, so yesterday I probably had 20 friends. Well, I don't know what the heck was going on, but I mean, and some of the friends that I messaged, like the very last time that I talked to them was the video. Like very last time, like we communicated back and forth that day, but like I'm just going back through like this one, that's on April 30th of 2024, I did the video to this friend, and we talked back and forth all day that day. And then, I mean, I'm sure we've communicated outside of here. And then I did it again yesterday, and it's like, that's the only reason it's in her DM. I have her phone number, but when you go in and you send it through the messenger, you're changing all those algorithms.
Yeah.
So now Facebook thinks we're like best friends, you know, like, so we need to see each other's stuff more. So now when I put stuff on Facebook, I'm going to the top for her, top of mind. And also she's, you know, shown up more on my page. So I see more of her listings and what she's doing.
Beautiful. Thank you. And there's another one about that divorce guy. If you haven't talked to him in 5 years, good news, bad news. He says, which one you want first?
Yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up
happy birthday video.
Both the alpha birthday video. I found out a friend of ours that I hadn't talked to in 5 years was going through divorce, and like we were friends with these people. I invited, in my text back and forth that day, I invite him and her to bring the kids over because we had just opened the pool, you know, come on over, let's hang out, grill some hot dogs. So he shows up with the kids and she's not there. I'm like, then I got the rest of the story. So I got to help refinance the house for her. She gave him some money and he went and bought another house. So I got 2 deals out of that one.
Correct. Too easy. And how much do those happy birthday videos cost? How much are those?
Oh, they're really costly.
Expensive.
They take about 20 seconds of your time.
20 time is all it costs. Yeah.
Time.
Thanks for being here, my friend.
Well,
Congratulations.
to do the video, but I always end up, so once I do it, I try to do it, you know, before I get started in my day. You end up having communication back and forth. Like, that is the coolest thing. You're the only person I ever get these from, but you always remember me. So this is like my third year doing it. So
crazy. Good stuff. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. All right. So I'm going to remove myself too.
Quick question.
Yeah. Question. Somebody had a question?
Yeah. For Kelly. So you do like an individual video, like happy birthday, Kelly, happy birthday, or do you just do a generic video and post it to everybody?
I have done the generic.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, some days it's just one video, and then most of the times it's Happy birthday, Kim. I hope you have an awesome day today. Oh, we are all blessed because God brought you into the world on this day. I hope your day is amazing. Hey, if you ever have any, no, not on that one. That's a different video. See, I get into this and I cannot
Once
tell
she's
you
in the
how
zone,
many.
she just busted out. It's yeah.
So I get so excited. So, but I will tell you, when I get into that and I get so excited, if I were to watch it back, I will delete it every time. I hate the way I sound. I hate the way I look. If I watch it, and if you don't hurry up, it will replay it back to you. Get out of there because, I mean,
so you just go directly into DM and click that video and do that. You don't record it on.
Yeah, watch it.
And
Yeah,
it
watch
only
that
gives
video.
you so much
watch
time.
that
You
video.
don't have, I mean, I think it allows 45. I want to get in and out of there. Like it's so embarrassing, but it works. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
You.
So
are you I'm sorry. Are you mentioning anything about the business or just happy birthday?
Just happy birthday. Some of the other, I do a lot of videos. And some of the other ones, just about every other video I do, I always say, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell or invest? And, you know, but on the videos, it's just video. It's just birthday. On the birthday videos, it's just birthday.
All right. So, and if you want to see the videos, famsuccessplan.com. And then under happy birthday video, click on that link, says click here, and it'll literally walk you through on my phone how to get to the DM of the ones you're friends with.
Hey, can I add any clarity to this, Scotty?
Like, of course, my friend, of course.
Like that?
Yeah.
If you notice Kelly's share, if I watch this back, I'm gonna delete it and I'm not gonna send it, and it's not gonna go out there. And look at Kim's face right now. She's like, yeah, that's me. Like that would be what I'm doing. If you want to vibe with the right people out there, vibe with the people that understand that. So here's how you do that in your communication in the video. You can say, hey, I don't know if you've ever done this, but if I watch this back, I'm not sending it. So I am just going to go ahead and send this out to you. It might and ah. If you've ever had to do a video, maybe this video gives you the confidence to go out there and do a video. And if you want business, just say group psychology. I am fascinated that every time I do this video, it always elevates the relationship where the person wants to reach out to me. Still not said anything about business and what I do, but I've thrown out a subtle, this is what happens when I do these videos. Humanize yourself. If you're thinking something or feeling something, just throw out a question. Hey, have you ever had this thought? All right. And now the second you do that, you're going to get a Kim being like, I've had that thought. Like, I really like this person because they're putting themselves out there. There you go. That's hopefully some clarity for everyone.
So there's how to ask for business,
Scotty,
for business. Yeah, man.
And you know Jamie's stuff works. I was running late to the airport. I forgot to stop and get some gas in the car, the rental car. I pull into the rental car place. This is just last Thursday. And I pull in and I said to the lady, she walked up, I said, has this ever happened to you? You're running late, you might miss your plane and you forgot to put gas in the car. And the woman goes, oh, I know how that does. I said, I used a quarter tank. Can you just bill me for it? And the lady goes, oh, honey, don't worry about it. I got you covered. Thank you, Jamie.
I love it. I love it.
I even texted him as soon as I got to the gate because I made it. I texted Jamie. I said, you're not going to believe what happened. And then I think I called Scotty.
You did call. You called me, left a message, and then called you like, I got to tell you something, man. I did that. I said I pulled a Jamie.
I did. It's a Jamie. We're gonna name that the Jamie.
It's branded. And the last thing I did with the agent, and this is so important, you have to do this because like this is me going zero expectation of anything in return except for I want to leave you in a better place. But I also want, when I share with you how to do the likes, the comments, the list, right? You have to, if people come into you and they haven't talked to you in 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, whatever it is, and they look at your profile and it doesn't say what you do and it doesn't give them the ability to call or email you, they're going to leave. So if they want to communicate with you or text you or call you or email you, be sure that your profile, so I literally Googled their name and I'm like, all right, you at this company still? No phone number, no email. Facebook, no phone number, no email. Like I literally went down the line. I'm like, so Google yourself, make sure if people are looking at you, because like, I don't remember who Rick is. So as soon as they look at the profile and they say mortgage banker, buy, sell, invest, like debt consolidation, I got you. Whatever you feel your niche is, right? Make sure that it like is plain as day, as fast as possible, because you have a split second before they're off and running and get another interaction or another post, another email, ding, their phone vibrates, dings. Like you have a second, right?
Yeah, even on LinkedIn, you'll go into LinkedIn and it's somebody's business page, and it's got an email from 3 companies ago, and it's just, hey, and it's their website from 2 companies ago, and it's like, this is your advertisement, fix this.
Yeah. So that's it. It can be a 10-minute, it can be a 5-minute presentation, 10-minute presentation, 50-minute like 30-minute, 45-minute. You can go over each one and go, here's how to do the list. Like Roberto Monaco taught me, he goes, have a 15-minute presentation, 30, 45 in an hour. With that one presentation, you can literally show them how to set up a Facebook list, show them how to do LinkedIn, show them how to do the happy birthday videos. You can stretch it out as long as you want, or you can send them, you can do a 15-minute and go, hey, go to this page, check it out. Here's some videos on how to do it. So like, that's where I've tried to create 15, 30, 45 in an hour. If you get time, because it's all, what am I doing when I'm doing the likes and the comments? I'm just being a part of their life. I'm being visible. And what happens, law of reciprocity, they come back and they start liking and commenting on your stuff. It's insane. Can I share one more story with you guys? You guys okay? If Kristen will be obliged. Can we share the reverse mortgage story? Can we?
For sure.
Okay, cool. So when I met Kristen, hey, just introduce yourself, because I think this is so. Have you done a reverse yet?
No, I still have not done.
Okay, all right. So tell us the story. I think this is unbelievable.
Well, so when I got into mortgages, I came from processing and underwriting. So I didn't have a database. I didn't have anything, and I didn't move to a new area. So, there's a bunch to this whole story, but I moved to Florida and I was trying to figure out a way to get in front of people. So we did have a reverse division, and being in Florida, there's a hefty older adult population. And so I created a class for reverse for purchase. Because I knew I wanted to work with real estate agents. And so I started doing this class, I would invite agents or whatever. Well, then loan officers started reaching out to me from like the Watsons of the world or the Kellers of the world that have all their in-house loan officers, because they didn't realize that I could do regular mortgages as well. So they were inviting me in to talk and give this presentation to their realtors. And at the end of each class, I always had, like the little form of how was this class, rate it, provide your information. And so then I would set follow-up appointments. And it's true, when people know you, like you, and trust you, they'll find out what you do. So I ended up doing a ton of business with the agents inside these companies that had inside loan officers just from a presentation. And I've still yet to close a reverse mortgage.
So she's presenting on a reverse purchase. How many years now? Do you still do the present?
I still have the presentation. I've done it a few times. I don't do it very often anymore.
Okay.
But.
All right. Another thing you were so instrumental on is involving yourself in the community, like a ton of different places. You want to share just a couple of the places that you kind of like you were brand new to the city, knew no one, like what John said yesterday, she did exactly that. And then she created a reverse purchase, which no one really, like, they looked at her with deer in the headlights, I think is what you told me one time. Like what is it? Yeah, come on in, talk about it. I need that.
Well, and I joined the chamber, the Realtors Association. Anything that I could join, especially, also things with my kids, like as far as their sports and PTA and just anything I could do to make friends, really, is what it turned into. And now, I'm on the board of directors of our local chamber of commerce. And I've grown within the community for the last 13 years, for sure. Crazy.
Too easy. So does it matter what you present on? Make up something. If it's real, make it up. But so you got reverse purchase, you got happy birthday videos, you have likes and comments. Like, this is simple stuff. Like, for some reason, we just don't do it, right? Like, so Scotty, we have a big group that Eddie Skinner put together, and it's a text message this morning. And I said, what do you guys want me to talk about today? And he goes, dude, talk about, like, Scotty goes, talk about if rates come down 1%, are you ready? So what I just shared with you, if you're doing this, you're ready. If you go share with your real estate partners how to do this, they will have more opportunities. If Kelly has an opportunity from yesterday doing a happy birthday video, there's probably a purchase, I'm guessing, with a real estate agent attached. Kelly got it first. You with me? So I think we make things too hard. This is too easy. It's kind of boring. I will say it's kind of boring. It's fun. You do have conversations and stuff, but it's like, okay, man, this should be like, I almost feel like we think making this much money should be harder than it is. But we go back to relationships, not transactions. If we're intentional with this daily success plan, likes, comments, you can do more than 10. I just put 10 there because I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to make it so that you could do the whole thing within the 20% that makes you 80% of your money, which is 1.6 hours a day of an 8-hour day. I know you can do all of that within 1.6 hours. Easy. I knew a lady that did it. I swiped it from her. Remember Shar? She was on she's a one agent team. She's a real estate friend of mine. This is what she does every day, 10 to 12 every day. Likes, comments, happy birthday videos. She does I didn't put in their handwritten postcards, but she does handwritten postcards every day. She's not hurting for business. She never was hurting for business. She's not hurting for opportunities. She has relationships that are very deep that give her referrals all the time. So let's get ready for this rate drop. But while you're getting ready for the rate drop, you're going to get more business. You're going to get the 5 Ds. You guys know the 5 Ds? Death, divorce, diamonds, diapers, and debt. Okay. Somebody in your phone is going through it. If they're not in your phone, there's somebody in your phone. I call it the law of 23. There's every single person in your phone has 23 friends, family, coworkers. If you're top of mind, visible, loving on, appreciating, staying top of mind, staying visible, they will refer you if they remember you. And it's easy to get a hold of you or easy to refer you. If you're doing happy birthday videos, you're right there. If you're doing likes and comments, you're right there. It's easy to grab your information because your number is visible, your email is visible.
And Scotty, it's really important to start this today because most of you don't realize today at 4 o'clock, we will be exactly 1/3 done with the year.
Spring season. I mean, this is the time that, yeah.
If you haven't cranked it up yet,
yeah,
16 hours into today, it's 1/3 of the year, 365 days. What have we done so far this year?
Yeah.
Hey, Scotty, I know you said the 30-minute, 45-minute, 15-minute presentation.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay for me to give some simple advice to lead with abundance for this group on the presentation?
Always.
Guys, it's a very simple concept and it will make a dramatic difference to your presentation. When you share a presentation, you need to say this to the room. Listen, guys, I'm going to look to deliver with abundance for 15 minutes, half an hour, whatever the time frame is. And you got to throw out this question. You don't have to use a British accent, but you throw out to the room, can we agree it's impossible for me to share everything about this topic in that time frame? Just a subtle, simple thing, because here's what that will eliminate. What you don't want, if you don't do that, people will come up to you after. That was an amazing presentation. I'm going to take everything that you just taught me and apply it. But in your head, can we understand you in your mind taught this? There's way more to come. So a simple concept, when you get the presentation, just make it an agreement with you in the room. It's impossible to share everything. All right. So hopefully you guys like that as a simple play. And just one extra tip. The hour is perfect if you get it. You want to stop at the 45-minute mark. Ask the room if they've got questions. When someone asks a question, ask them a question back of the room. Who else wants to know about that? Now you've got a group psychology around the question the person's asked you. Just by they've asked a question, you're not just sharing, oh, let me tell you all about it. Hey, who else wants to know that? to rip. Now you got buy-in from the room, simply. And then you say, hey, look, I'll do my best to answer it. Can we also agree if there's 4 things, I got time to teach 1 or 2. And then you leave them with the, I want the other 2. Are you guys following along as a simple
100%.
concept?
That's good.
So,
That's real good.
There you go. All right.
I just need mics when Jamie talks. I just need mics. Kristen, Mike, Kelly, drop, Mike, drop. Like, you guys are awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, buddy.
I was almost thinking, should I wait till tomorrow to do that in a video? I'm like, just throw it here today.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys. We've come to the end of the show.
Can I say something, Scott?
Yeah, please.
Hey, I just want to say, guys, if you've heard something this week that resonates with you, I encourage you to take action on it, right? A lot of the times we hear great ideas and we just sit on it. You know, the birthday thing, that's huge. You guys can go to your Facebook right now as soon as we jump off this call, shoot some videos and make some great connections immediately. So don't sit on great ideas. Take them, put them to action, make it part of your process, and do it today, right? The other thing I was going to say is, if you're getting great content here, and I know you guys are because I see it in the chats every single day, bring 3 friends next week that need to hear the message that's happening on this call right now. We want to get more people over here and empower people to have success in their businesses. And this is where it's happening, guys. We're doing it together. We're better together. So let's bring more people onto this call.
Let's go. Woo! Let's do it, baby. All right. You guys have an amazing weekend. Appreciate you. Love you. Take action and be safe. And we'll see you Monday morning. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.